My fear every morning is when my daughter leaves my door.
I definitely worry about the money aspect of pretty much everything. I tell them, we gotta take it year by year.
I recently let go of my home. My kid's dad and I went our separate ways.
I wanted just to grow up and be successful and be, proud of who they are.
For me, my goal is to graduate school in December.
All kids have dreams, and what scares them is that people won't trust them, they won't support them, they won't help them build the capacity and the skills, or they just won't have the essential family they need around them. And the TotalChild Commit to a Child campaign literally does that.
I want to start off as a teacher, and then I want to try to make it as a singer. To work at a store. I'm a football player. A dancer. I see me in a house. I live by myself and I'm a dance teacher, and I go to my mom's house a lot.
I get emotional over it because the families are good families. They're not. They just need a little help. They just need someone to believe that they can do it so that they can believe in themselves.
I work with some families that have really hit rock bottom and didn't know where to go from there.
Once that happens, there becomes a poverty of the spirit, that they no longer try. They are no longer connected to any possibilities. And that creates a depression in the adults, and it creates a fatalism in the child.
TotalChild to me means bringing in all the partners that we possibly can to help children in need be successful.
The cool thing about this program is it doesn't focus just on the incident, it focuses on the children and everything around that child. And if you think about it that way, you can start strengthening your community, and that leads to growth and improvement for generations to come.
I would say TotalChild is trying to look at the whole family and really look at what they want to do to be successful and what they want their lives to be. And we just help find the steps and help work them through that process.
By tracking kids and their families until they reach 18 gives us the literal ability to prove that kids can become successful adults. It proves that TotalChild works.
If you're with a child through age 18, we're likely going to have some really sound data to demonstrate outcomes. Now, I think that's the other way you look at it from a business perspective. You're focusing on innovation, you're focusing on the future, and you're also measuring along the way.
If you don't have a place to go home to, if you don't have that kind of stability, everything else almost becomes secondary.
I'm really not aware of an integrated program like this that has gone in to the community to try and revitalize it, where you're looking at both the real estate and the families together. I think with that approach, there's no question in my mind we'll be successful.
The center of a family is going to be their home. That's where they have their meals together. That's where they start building connections.
I drive through Wellington Heights nearly every day, and the progress that has been made in just the last 6-7 months has been very impressive.
You know, we shouldn't think of Wellington Heights as what this capital campaign is about. Wellington Heights is a piece of TotalChild. It happens to be the first neighborhood that we look at. I don't think it'll be the last.
It's just not another fundraising campaign. It's a whole philosophical shift in the way that we're going to address these children who have really some insurmountable issues facing them.
I've always been a supporter of Four Oaks because of what they do for kids, but with this campaign specifically, it's not just what they can do for the kids, but also what can we do for the community that we live in.
If no one gives to this, the family as a unit is going to fail. It is going to fail, and you're going to see poverty like you've never seen it before.
We don't take care of them, we help them. We help them become self-sufficient. But unfortunately, we can't do it without the funds. But I can assure them that their money would be put to good work and to good families who deserve a chance.
Investing in TotalChild is an investment not only in the kids and families that we serve on a daily basis and the partner organizations that are a part of this effort, but it's making our community stronger.
It's the right thing to do, number one. And number two, it makes a lot of sense economically and from a community impact standpoint.
I think it puts together everything I've spent the last 40 years trying to do, is it really looks at kids in a holistic way, and it looks at kids achieving long-term success.
A lot of people have given money to parts and to pieces in the hope that everything will turn out okay. The state itself gives tons of money, spends tons of money on families and kids, but they've never been able to do it in a comprehensive way. This does it in a comprehensive way that has proven to actually have a lasting impact on families and children.
Wouldn't you want this for your child? I know I'd want it for my child.
I see the changes in these families every day. I see the good, the bad, and the ugly, but the good is strong. It's amazing to me how resilient these families are. They want the change. They want better for our kids. I see it, and I see it in these families, and that's what TotalChild is trying to do.